Ladies, so this is going to be a bit of an educational video, and I feel like this is the right time to make this type of video because I'm at a point where I'm slowly feeling that burnout feeling, especially from coming into a new year. Okay. So I'm going to teach you what I do for long term success in order for you to avoid burnout. Okay. And this is a bit of a secret. It's not a secret anymore because it's on YouTube, but only a few people are going to actually watch this. But this is one of my secrets that have kept me successful long term with my health and fitness, but also in my business as well. Okay, so as you can see, I got these three calendars here. So this is January, February, and March. Okay, so today is, what is it? Today is March 5. Okay, and let's say, for example, for me, I've been drilling it really well with my health and fitness and my business for all of January. So, like, let's say I've been going hard on all these days, right? And like, of course, there would be some days where I miss. There are some days where I work on the weekends. There's some days where I just work out on the weekends as well, for example, right? So like, let's say I go hard majority of January. Okay. So I go hard on these days. And I'm like, okay, cool. January is good. Let's keep pushing for more. Okay. So focusing on my fat loss goal as well. So this is me wanting to lose 10 pounds, but also me building my business. Okay, so it doesn't matter what it is, just as long as you're focusing on something. Okay, so February hits. I'm not burnt out yet. It's only 1 month, but like that's just me. For other people, burnout can come in earlier. For some people, it might come later. For me, like I've conditioned myself to push harder for a long period of time. Okay, so February, for example, I'll like push hard again on all the weekdays and maybe some weekends, right? And this is just like a rough estimate, like rough example of like what my week would look like roughly. Yeah. So as you can see, I got all my numbers down for my health and fitness here in January, but also in February as well. And um, a bit from the personal side of my life, I had a baby shower here. So baby shower, gender reveal, it's a big thing to, it's a big event that that me and my wife have to set up. So that was to the point where I was like, oh, yo, like this is probably the finale of like the last 2 months, right? Like I've been working hard from January to February. Okay. For me now, like this is at the point where like I am fully burnt out. Like I've worked my ass off from January to February, and that's focusing on my fitness goals. So getting the steps in, tracking my food, getting 3 workouts in a week, right? And I'm at a point where like, oh shoot, like I've worked so hard, I've seen results, I might as well just take a breather, right? Because if I keep on going all the way here and I keep on showing up for like these weeks and these days, there's gonna be a point where I just like give up completely, right? But that's not how it works from my mindset. I I'm focusing on doing this long term. I need some rest. Okay. I need to focus on the long term. If I want to do this long term, it's very important to rest. Which is why on these days, so like on the first week of March, for example, I will do maybe a bit less. So maybe just 1 day here, 1 day here, and 1 day here of showing up. Okay. Compared to like 5 days a week, 6 days a week of showing up. So I'm gonna give myself 1 week to just relax. Okay. And that's the rule of thumb that I always have when it comes to going hard for 2 months or like a month. It like again, it depends on how tough you are. Everyone is gonna sense a burnout in a different time. For me, it was here and it took me 2 months. Okay. So this whole week would be like my resting recovery week. Okay. And this is going to give me enough time. This is going to give me enough time to just relax. Okay. Chill, live in the moment, because I know that I worked so hard on January, February. I deserve a break. Okay. And I've been doing this for like a while now, like probably I've been doing this habit for 3 years now, ever since becoming a coach. And I noticed that like if I give myself time to just relax, I get to just come in full swing again. Okay. So then I can go hard again. But of course it's always gonna be gradually showing up a bit more in the upcoming weeks, right? And then again, there's going to be a point where I just feel burnt out again. I'll give myself another week to just slow things down. Okay. If I didn't give myself this week, what's going to happen is I'm going to drop everything. Okay. And this is very, very important for ladies that are listening to this. A lot of women have this like all or nothing mindset. That all or nothing mindset is going to get you nowhere. Like a lot of ladies, they come to the program, they're like, yo, I want to learn long-term habits that are going to last me for the rest of my life. So I'm healthy to have kids. I am able to not worry about my health. I don't have to worry about like what I'm eating. I am going to come into this program full swing. I'm ready for everything, right? But the biggest mistake is they give up and they don't realize when they're burning out. Okay, so like there's ladies that go hard for 2 months, 2 months straight. They see crazy results. But month three, by the end of month three, they didn't give themselves a break. They didn't have that resting or recovery week. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is like if you do feel burnt out, you just gotta let go for a bit, let your body relax. Again, I've been doing this long term. This is what you need. Okay. You need a resting and a recovery week. This is very important if you want to do this long term. And no, you're not going to lose your progress. The only way to lose your progress is if you give up completely. And for most women, like at this point, they drop everything. Like they don't get the workouts in, they go back to their old habits. They start stressing more because they're not doing the stuff, right? And of course, if you build up more stress, when you're in a state of high stress, your body fat just like clings onto your body. And there's research about that as well. Okay. So again, always give yourself a resting week if you know that you've been going hard for the last month or two. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've been living by. Sometimes it will happen like in a month and I'll rest for this period of time. I've been going hard ever since January of this month. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm still running with the wave. I'm gonna go hard in February as well. It's a short month, but it felt pretty long. Okay, and now I'm like right now, as we speak, I'm doing a resting and recovery week, just to avoid burnout. And again, we're gradually going back to our normal routine. Again, it's not gonna be perfect. When it comes to fat loss, ladies, it's never gonna be perfect. There are gonna be days and weeks where you feel like giving up. Okay, this is the point where I felt like I wanted to give up, but I didn't give up. I just showed up in a smaller way. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much my secret that I want to share with all of you. Um, I think this is a super underrated secret or technique or piece of advice that you're never going to hear a lot of coaches talk about. But yeah, this is what's helped me stick with this stuff long term, maintain my health and fitness because it's important to me. Again, I've been doing this for 13 years. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I just wanted to share this with all of you. Okay. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.